Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode we took on our fourth of 4 support requests within the downtown district, Testament's training, as Abbas wished for them to learn Lloyd's more simple form of self-defense in a series of battles, with the Saber Vipers invited to try their luck and a final battle against both gangs together. With that completed, we soon head to the IBC to continue the story. Oh, they've changed position. Sorry for causing you guys a bunch of trouble. Getting beaten to a pulp by the Mafia was a lesson I'll never forget. I'm going to start brushing up on my self-defense. Oh, really? Good luck with that. Yep, thanks. Excuse me, here's the cocktail you ordered. Thanks, you can go ahead and put it on my tab. Right, no problem. This lady's kind of scary, don't you think? I'm surprised she and Wazi seem to be getting along just fine. Here, take this with you. Moonlight butterflies. Sure, thanks. This must be our reward. His inability to communicate makes it difficult to discern. Let's just accept it for now, then. Do not disturb Wazi right now. What'd he give me? See, it's a food item, yeah. Oh, fish darts. When did I get them? Restores 100... Revives and restores 100% HP. A mysterious cocktail that steals the heart with one drink. I mean, make sure the heart isn't stolen by the look of it. It looks like everyone else has normal dialogue. Heh, oh, except for Wazi. Good work, you guys. Looks like you gave not only us, but also those Viper lackeys some valuable training. No problem. You can never be too careful when you live down here. If you don't mind us asking, what kind of person it is, Abbas? I can't get a read on him. I get the feeling that he's got some serious skills. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I'm pretty sure he's from around the Middle Eastern part of Zemuria. Considering he idolizes an oddball like myself, I think it's pretty safe to say he's an eccentric guy. I can hear everything you're saying, Wazi. I don't know much about Abbas myself. Pretty sure he's from the Central East part of Zemuria. Yeah, well, the only thing I know for sure is that he's quite eccentric. We got a little bit of dialogue there for the trouble. Excuse me, customers. Keep it the hell down next time. You're being way too loud out there. Sorry, Jingo. We'll scare away all the business, dumbasses. Ain't that right? Huh? If you plan to goof off, then do it quietly. I'm still not back yet. Yeah, well, she's still... I can tell you where she is, but not now that you shouted at me. Just everyone heard Randy shout out, yeah? What the hell's up with you guys? You have the guts to show your faces here? I'll take you guys down. Still on guard duty. Keep up the good work. Screw you, don't mock me. I'll definitely be a part of the next fight. You just wait and see. On that note, I failed to recall your presence at the practice session. Jed made me stay behind while he went to fight with everybody else. Oh, but he's already back. I wasn't lonely or anything, I swear. Sure. Don't sweat it, dude. I hope you'll be able to train with everybody soon. Well, what the hell's your problem? Didn't I just tell you not to mock me? I'm sure I would get to join in on the beatdown someday. It's you guys getting beat down. A foreign mom without a leader. What kind of weird idea is that? Screw you guys. Don't think I'll forget this. Have we done something wrong? Pretty sure he's just trying to show off. But man, today's morning training has me beat. 2 days in a row is asking a lot. Guess I'm having a lazy day today. People need their rest, you know. Damn, it's that giant blue bastard's fault. I don't get his deal. We'll take him down someday. Oh, don't worry. We're going to smash your face in at some point too. You better watch out. Fine. Time to crank up the intensity of our training from here on out. Talk shit, get hit. That's simple. Come on, one more. We got our asses handed to us while Wal was gone. He's going to be so pissed at us. Man, weren't we supposed to be unstoppable? What's the matter with that big dude? He's always lecturing us like we're in Sunday school when we run into him. Why am I so exhausted? I mean, we crafted your butts. We set you all on fire. I'd assume to be a little bit annoyed. Oh, the kids have actually started running around again now. Right then, I won't check in there. We'll be fine. What else is going on? We could check with Wold if he's heard anything. Oh, it's you guys. No, not really much. He doesn't know about it yet. He's gonna though. Okay, that leaves us going into the Harbor District. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've been everywhere else. We can report. And that leads us to the IBC and back on the case of our investigation until whatever time it randomly goes, time to patrol again. You know what I mean. Dialogue has been updated. As always, we appreciate your hard work. Well then, allow me to go over your reports. So what have we got to give in here? Got 8 for that, for giving in the eels. Got 9 for this one, I'm assuming for winning. You were presented with a Justice Coin accessory as a result reward for your performance. How would I ever lose? Come on, I'm not going to lose. Rare herb retrieval? Not much there, really. 135. And make sure your bonuses get transferred to you immediately. Thank you, and please keep up the good work. So everything's reported again. We got a Justice Coin. The Justice Man. Right, this is prevents death blows, accuracy plus 10%. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll even let your strength go down. Also, because you've missed too much recently, and I've been kind of annoyed about that. Yeah, just a bit. Alright, we got strength up and seal. We'll put the bravery badge on you then. Make Randy a bit stronger. Poison and burn for other things. Prevents KO. Doesn't prevent KO. It just lets you get KO'd and then get back up again, and you're never going to bring me down. It's a little bit different than prevents KO. Thankfully, that fish had one for me, so... that works. I'll take it. Okay, so great. Everything is pretty much wrapped up. We'll save before we head towards the IBC, I feel. Let's begin the last area to patrol. I was going to actually talk to one of those flowers then. What's wrong with me? You know the IBC CEO, Dieter Crois? He's apparently in his 40s, and yet he's already managed to accomplish so much in the business world. He's held several senior management positions even from an early age. And he's a tall-hearted to boot. Talk about a top-tier man. I've unfortunately only seen pictures of him in magazines, though. Not much longer until the anniversary festival comes knocking on our doors. I better register my stall soon. The Crossbell Business Owners Association oversees any and all food stalls in the city. They're a nice bunch and always fair in their decisions. Did you know you can open up a food stall in Crossbell by submitting an application to the Business Owners Association? I connect with those guys way better than all these government snobs. Like Mr. Rungo. Well, I'll check out Crossbell News Service. Ray's looked a little depressed today. What's got him feeling down? It's strange for him, considering he's usually so cheery. I'm sure life as a reporter isn't all roses and rainbows. But no, I can't let that discourage me. If I want to become the real deal, I'll have to make it through thick and thin. It's been decided that I'll be accompanying the head reporter as their cameraman for the upcoming Arc-en-Ciel performance. Man, the editor-in-chief is cruel. He basically told me not to worry about writing an article. Well, I suppose this is fine too. I suppose I shouldn't complain, considering that means I get to cover Arc-en-Ciel's performance, but I'd rather be treated more as a reporter and less as a cameraman. Say he was going to do that forever, though, did he? Reigns has become a pretty talented cameraman these days. His reflexes are sharp, and his photos help add flavor to our duller articles. He's our go-to guy when we need to capture photos for more important topics like Arc-en-Ciel. Reigns has become a pretty talented cameraman these days, not to mention the straight-laced personality of it is good for balancing out Grace's whole deal. So no, you are going to become a cameraman. You're being groomed to be in a position that is best for you. Your natural talent is being brought forth, you could think of it as. Mr. Running Man, you would come from this side. Thank you very much. I get decent tips from some of the companies I deliver to. You better believe those ones are my favorites. I bet. It'd be best if you were just paid up straight away a good wage, right? Just saying. I can't go fishing because my bait was stolen. Hey, Grandpa, why don't we go to East Street together? Come on, play with me. Grandpa always has a big scowl on his face when he's fishing. And he always refuses to take his medicine. What am I going to do with him? My granddaughter came to see me today. Doesn't she know I'm busy? Great. Lovely. Relationship good. Oh yeah, that was quick. Son is affixed to the door. We do not have business with them, so we will not knock. Okay. Considering this is our story move forward point, let's drop my safety save here, though I think I've talked to absolutely everyone as usual. Maybe. But that often doesn't prove true, does it? Damn, this place never fails to impress me. Yes, enormous. I guess it's at least 10 stories high. Actually, I believe it's about 16 stories. Apparently, the companies unaffiliated with the IBC are located on the 5th through 10th floors. Oh, really? Interesting. Indeed, they are a significant source of Crossbell's tax revenue. So, what's the plan? We did show up without an appointment, after all. Why don't we try speaking with a receptionist? She may be able to help us. Oh, Ellie. Ernest. Fancy meeting you here. I see you're with your colleagues, so I can only assume you're here for work. Yes, we are. There's something we'd like to look into. Did Grandfather send you here? Yes, I went for a consultation regarding how to manage the office's operational funds. As you know, work will become much busier next month, so I'm trying to get a head start. I see. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, Ellie, have you given some thought to what we discussed? Yes, I have. I apologize, but I'm not ready to resign from the force just yet. I still haven't truly accomplished my goal. And as long as that continues to be the case, I won't ever reach my full potential. I'm positive I'd only be a burden to Grandfather the way I am now. Could you answer this at least? Is the road you've taken the only way for you to achieve this goal of yours? Is this goal even achievable in the first place? If it turns out you're just chasing a fantasy, all your efforts would be a waste. I won't deny there's a chance of that. However, the knowledge I've gained these last 2 months has broadened my horizons more than I could have ever hoped. I feel myself growing as a person with each new obstacle we overcome. Had I followed your advice and immediately became one of Grandfather's secretaries, I would have missed out on all of these valuable experiences. So I'll have to apologize to you once more. I'm going to continue to work with the SSS as hard as I can until I've reached my full potential. Well, at the very least, you're certain about your path now. Does that mean... Yes, I won't press you any further. What a shame. Just when I thought I'd be able to bring on a capable aide. I suppose I was mistaken though, huh? Ernest, I have one small request of you though. I would like you to attend the Anniversary Festival's opening ceremony next month. As much as I'd love for your mother to come, we know that won't be happening. I'm sure your grandfather would be terribly disappointed if not even one of his family members showed up. Understood. I'll make sure to be there. Thank you for always thinking of my grandfather, Ernest. Well, I've been with your family for years after all. I even still think of myself as your teacher sometimes. This is the least I could do. Oh, would you look at the time? I didn't mean to take you all away from your duties. If you'll excuse me, everyone. And please, take good care of Ellie. Of course. I get the impression he worries about you a lot, Ellie. Also, what was that about Ernest being your teacher? Oh, that. He tutored me when I was a child. Sadly, we haven't talked much since I left to study abroad. I assume he intends to become a politician. Correct, I think he plans to announce his candidacy for next year's Diet election. It'll be difficult for him to win, though. I don't think he plans on joining either the Imperial or Republican factions. So he's a little politician in the making, eh? Gotta say, though, he's pretty built for a secretary. He's practicing some kind of martial arts. He's an experienced fencer, if I recall correctly. I heard that he also serves as Grandfather's bodyguard because of his skills. Oh, I see. That'd explain why he's in shape. Well. Who do we have here? The only person I didn't see on the whole way round. We meet again, my friends. Yes, we do. Oh, you're here too, Grace. What you guys up to? Police business? Do I detect hints of another sensational investigation blossoming? No, not at all. It's just your imagination. We're just here to look into a few things, that's all. Well, if you say so. I'm actually pretty busy myself, so I'll leave you guys alone for now. Catch you later, besties. That lady's always marching to the beat of her own drum. She did not hound us as much as she usually does, however. She must be exceedingly busy. I would assume so. She has a lot of ground to cover with the Anniversary Festival coming up. It'd be nice if we could avoid having her write another article on us. Well, whatever. Let's head on inside. We still need to see if we can get ourselves an appointment with the CEO. Yes, let's go. Good morning. Pretty nice day out, isn't it? The IBC is far from the bustle of the streets, so it's always peaceful and quiet in the mornings. It helps me start the day off refreshed and raring to go. If you have any business here, step right inside. The reception is just ahead in the lobby. Thank you, security guard civils. The upper floors are off limits, except to authorized personnel. If you have any business up there, then please request access from the receptionist. Oh, do you have a lot of business to attend to here? That's quite admirable for your age. Now that your foot's in the door, I suggest you start honing your financial intuition. The most important part of investing is to cultivate your senses at a young age. I believe that investing and financial analysis should be adopted into the Sunday school curriculum. Nothing unusual to report today. The IBC's main offices haven't had any issues ever since opening. Now, not that should be a surprise. The IBC's main headquarters had the perfect security system in place. Yeah, nothing will ever happen, right? Lanfei supposedly used to hold a secretarial role. It shows too. Her penmanship is absolutely gorgeous. Hello and welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, Miss McDowell, it's good to see you again. I see you brought your SSS companions too. Thank you for helping us test our new service the other day. It couldn't have reached its current popularity without your efforts. Really, that's good to hear. I'm glad we were able to assist you. We'll be sure to rely on your help again when the time comes. Anyway, how may I help you today? Well, actually, there's something I'd like to ask you, Lanfei. Would it be possible to see Mr. Crois? Oh, you're not here to see Miss Crois. Right, I'm sorry, we don't have an appointment set up. But even so, we'd still like to meet with him. Is he available today? Actually, it just so happens he's in his office right now. Will all four of you be meeting with him? Well, yes, we'd like to ask him a few questions regarding a certain incident. Oh, really? Understood. Please wait while I notify him of your arrival. Dang, leave it to our Mademoiselle to have a free pass into the C-suites. She really is from a different world as the rest of us, isn't she? Yes. Understood, I'll send them in. Mr. Crois will meet with you now, Miss McDowell. I'll issue you a keycard for the elevator. His office is on the top floor. Excellent, thank you, Lanfei. Should we board the elevator then? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Ellie. You really helped us out. Well, let's head on up and have a nice little chat with Mr. CEO himself. That we shall. The CEO's office is on the top floor, right? By the way, what was that card she gave you? It's just an identification card. Because of all the different businesses that operate out of this building, the IBC issues cards to access the appropriate floor. So it's basically a big fancy security system then. Almost feels like they're just using all the latest gadgets just because they can. Well, the IBC spearheaded the Crossbell City portion of the Orbital Network project after all. The scope of the project grew to its current size once the Crossbellian government joined. I have heard speculation that the IBC provides approximately 60% of the funding. I've heard the same as well. I believe the government provides 30%, while the Epstein Foundation provides the final 10%. Incredible! I didn't know they were shouldering more than half the cost. So you're telling me Crossbell's most generous man's waiting for us up top, eh? Now then, I'll use the card and it'll take us where we need to go. Ellie inserted the ID card into the slot. 16th floor, eh? Wow! This view is amazing! Phew, that's a million mirror view. Probably about what it cost them too. I have visited the Epstein Foundation's office in this building, but it hardly compares. The view from this floor is exceptional. I absolutely agree. The CEO's office is at the end of the hallway. I think it'd be rude of us to keep him waiting after he agreed to meet us on such short notice. Good call. Now we gotta look. We're nosy types. Oh, pictures. I bet they're worth a ton. This is Belle's room, isn't it? Something the matter, Ellie? Oh, it's nothing. Uncle's office is just down this hallway, Lloyd. We should go. Yeah, let's. Uncle Dieter, it's Ellie. Oh, come in, come in. Thank you, sir. Ellie, it's been far too long. Close to half a year, if I remember correctly. That sounds about right, but more importantly, I'm glad to see you're doing well, Uncle Dieter. My apologies for not having scheduled a proper appointment with you. Come now, don't talk as though we're strangers. You're my little girl's best friend, the daughter of my own good friend as well, after all. We're nothing short of family at this point. Thank you, Uncle. Think nothing of it. I've heard from my dear beloved daughter that you've joined the CPD. Would these be your fellow officers, then? They are indeed. We're all part of the Special Support Section. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm Randy Orlando. CEO Plato, how do you do? It's nice to finally meet the three of you. I've read all about you in the Crossbell Times. I am Dieter Crois, CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio, you said? We're all friends here, so don't feel like you need to just call me Mr. Crois or anything like that. Just Dieter is fine. Sparkles! Okay? Were his teeth gleaming just now? They're so shiny I can smell the mint all the way over here. Anyway, should we get down to business? I believe you're here to ask me a few questions. Might I ask what they concern? Right, the thing is, we're trying to uncover the truth behind our current investigation, and as of now... I think I understand your predicament. This Yin fellow sent an orb mail from the IBC to your office, did he? Correct. We suspect it was sent from the IBC's main terminal. There is a strong possibility Yin took control of the terminal in order to do just that. I see. To be perfectly honest, I have the utmost confidence in our building security. Even more so when it comes to the floor the main terminal is on. Only a few authorized individuals can access it as is. Furthermore, you must have the proper authentication to operate the terminal. I know this may be rude of me to ask, but have any employees with the proper clearance been acting suspiciously recently? Perhaps a recent hire or somebody who's been acting out of the ordinary? Not that I can think of. I have the utmost trust in every single one of the employees with access. But that brings me to another thought, Lloyd. Have you explored any other possibilities? For example, what if I was pretending to be this Yin character and I sent you the message? What? You're joking, right? Uncle. Hey, calm down, everyone. It was purely hypothetical, of course. Could you imagine the headlines if I had revealed that I was in fact a legendary assassin? This goes without saying, but reality is hardly ever that outlandish. Right, of course. Uncle, I would appreciate it if you didn't scare us like that, even hypothetically. He is quite the practical joker. I apologize for the fright. However, I would give things a second glance if I were you. If one of my employees was truly responsible for sending you the orb mail, given that only a limited amount of people have access to the terminal, wouldn't it implicate them? I suppose so. That is true. We might need to consider the possibility our suspect's not with the IBC. Hey, Tio. That transmission between the IBC and SSS terminals, would it be possible to match the location it was sent from? An interesting question. It is possible that the IBC's main terminal was hacked from an external source. Hacked? Now, what does that mean? I don't fully understand it myself, but I believe it's a technique used for the unauthorized operation of a terminal, primarily by breaching one's security system. That is essentially correct. Any terminal connected to the Orbital network can theoretically be accessed by another terminal. You would need to be unbelievably talented and familiar with the technology, of course. People capable of accessing terminals through such means are known as hackers. The Orbital network is still in this testing phase, so there are a limited number of places that have access to terminals. But despite these limitations, we have already begun to encounter security issues. Interesting. So you're telling me, not only is this Yin guy some crazy assassin, but he's also one of these hackers. I don't think we should jump to conclusions, though we should possibly consider the possibility that the orb mail was sent from elsewhere. Well, I truly hope the situation is resolved without me having to doubt my loyal employees. More importantly, it poses a serious problem if the main terminal has been hacked. I have an idea. Would you like to enter the terminal room and investigate it for yourselves? Seriously? Are you sure that's okay? Of course, you may be able to find evidence of hacking if you examine the terminal itself. I'll have the staff down there assist you in case you have any questions. That would be incredibly helpful, sir. Thank you, Uncle. We really appreciate it. My pleasure. Besides, as CEO, this is an issue I cannot afford to overlook. Haha, and I must say, Ellie, I get the impression your days have been quite fulfilling as of late. Pardon? I had my reservations when I first heard that you decided to join the CPD, but it does seem like a job that will net you some very valuable real-world experience. So please, allow me to aid you in any way I can. Uncle Dieter, it's reassuring to hear that from you. I'm glad. Oh, one more thing. Speaking with the four of you face to face, I see even more potential than I did reading the articles about you. I'm sure you have realized this already, but Crossbell is plagued with a rather unique set of problems. And I'm sure Ellie is painfully aware of this as well. I believe that the most significant problem we face as a society is that justice has lost all substance. It has become a shadow of its former self. What do you mean, sir? Could you elaborate, please? The idea, the very concept of justice has become nothing more than an empty vessel. Lip service, if you will. Everyone has their own perspective, of course. Some even scoff at the mere mention of it, claiming there is no such thing as justice. Whatever their opinions, however, one truth remains. Humankind are creatures that will, to our dying breath, chase after the ideal of justice. But why is that? Justice is the foundation of society, something that people can believe in. If criminals were not bound by that justice we call law, people would isolate themselves in the safety of their own homes, never to venture out into what they see as a dangerous world. If that were the case, any hope of a functioning society would disappear. While justice has become somewhat ambiguous in Crossbell, we still manage to live our lives. Maybe so. Political corruption, the criminal underworld, even if the police cannot tame them, the economic prosperity we currently experience allows our citizenry to live their lives in relative comfort. Petty crime is at an all-time low because of it, but an unseen evil still spreads across our land. And sensing it, people seek justice. In the very core of their being, they silently cry out for it. Because no matter what shape or form justice takes, people will always pursue it, just as they pursue the security that comes with society itself. That is precisely why Crossbell's braces experience the popularity they do. Oh, put the safety of civilians above all else. They certainly do seem to be allies of justice. Ain't that the truth? I'd already gotten the feeling Crossbellans worship the guild way more than any other country does. Yes, it certainly does make sense. The extent to which braces can exercise justice is severely limited, however. As they are, it is simply impossible for them to resolve the injustices of this city. They are a bandage at best. That is why I expect great things from you. You may be the lasting cure Crossbell needs. What? She was telling us we need to start taking down the bad guys in place of the bracers then. Oh, were it only that simple. No, that's not what I intend for you. It's clear to me that you four are pursuing justice in your own way. And I think it's important you demonstrate that to the people, so they can see it for themselves. Oh, justice still lives on in Crossbell. You want us to give people a reason to believe that. Exactly. And for that reason, every article that the Crossbell Times publishes on the special support section is vital to your success. You may still be young and inexperienced, and you may make mistakes from time to time, but I believe everyone will notice your earnest pursuit of justice. There will be some who don't take you seriously, yes. However, I sincerely doubt there will be many among Crossbell citizens who will oppose your work. In fact, I think quite a few people have already begun to place their hopes in the SSS, even if they may not show it quite yet. Look at me, delivering a passionate speech in the heat of the moment. Let's return to the issue at hand, shall we? I believe I was about to give you permission to go and inspect the terminal room. Ah, that's right. Yes, we'd really appreciate that. Where should we go to gain access? Let me see. I have access, and normally I would gladly escort you there, but unfortunately I have many matters to attend to once our meeting is finished. Oh, our apologies. We didn't mean to take up so much of your time. Not at all, Ellie. I quite enjoyed our chat. Shall I have one of my employees take you? That won't be necessary. Who is she? Belle! Ah, so you've returned. Yes, Father. I just arrived moments ago. It's been too long, Ellie. cut it out, Belle. How long has it been? 2 months? 3? Have you gotten thinner, Ellie? Have you been eating right? We can always fix that, no problem. I also see that your arms and legs have shaped up nicely too. Very impressive. It's only natural that I'd build some muscle given our daily routines. Because of that, I may have actually gained a few pounds, believe it or not. Oh, is that right? Oh, now you mention it, I can feel all this new muscle. Feels amazing, I must say. Suits you well. Belle. She's bold, isn't she? Thank you, Adios. I will treasure this moment the rest of my life. I get the impression their relationship transcends your ordinary friendship. Mariabelle, I know how much you enjoy your special brand of touchy-feely reunions, but I think that's enough for now. After all, our guests are quite busy today. Oh, my apologies. Everyone, allow me to introduce my friend. This is Mariabelle Crois, Uncle Dieter's daughter and my best friend. These are my colleagues, Belle, Lloyd, Randy, and Tio. Now, enough with the introductions. I'd much rather inspect them myself. Huh? I see. What? Can I help you? You passed, dear. You're as cute as a button. And you two fell miserably. What? Why? The hell? I'm cute as a button too. Cuter even. The thought of you mangy mutts being by my dear Ellie's side day in day out is revolting. The goddess herself must be sighing. No, sobbing at this tragedy. Absolutely unacceptable. Did you just call us mutts? Calm down, Belle. And what were your outfits? They are far too casual for someone of Ellie's pedigree. You could at least have the decency to wear an appropriate suit. My outfit? Well, these clothes make traveling easier, like when we have to hike through the mountains or cross difficult terrain. Did I ask for your excuses? You see, Ellie, this is exactly why I didn't want you to work for the CPD. Why couldn't you have worked for me instead? It would have been a much more worthwhile use of your time and talents. That's enough, Belle. Well, my office has certainly become a lively place. You're all about the same age, so I'm glad to see you're getting along so well. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to stop putting off my next appointment. Could you show our guests to the terminal room, Belle? Oh, the terminal room? Why do they need to go there? You can ask them for the finer details. Farewell, everyone. It was a pleasure. Oh! A tactical retreat if I have ever seen one. Oh, father. If you're ready, then could you lead us to... Hey, I wasn't finished with you yet. You there with the fiery red hair and loud orange coat. Do you honestly think that's acceptable? A built physique like yours demands to be shown off in a suit like a real man. Who? Me? Sorry to disappoint, but suits just ain't my style. I'm more into the casual look. Fits my effortless swagger better. Don't worry though, I may be a ladies' man, but I'd never try to seduce Mademoiselle on a romantic moonlit night. You know, like my man Lloyd here did. Excuse me? Randy, why? Can you not say it in such a misleading way? I failed to see what exactly about the description was misleading. Besides, your mood has improved dramatically since last night. Tio, please. Oh, come on, Tio, not you too. Lloyd, wasn't it? Care to elaborate on your friend's little story? Because there's something I'd like to know. What vile, lecherous things have you done to my sweet, innocent Ellie? I haven't done anything to her! Ellie, would you please back me up here? Now, about the things you said this morning. I think I understand the situation now. Shall I show you the terminal room then? That'd be lovely, Belle, but it's not too much trouble. Of course not. I'd do anything for you, Ellie. So, have we cleared up that misunderstanding? Whatever. I'm over it. So you're the special support section? I'm curious to see what you're capable of. Whether or not you can prove to me that you're worthy of being Ellie's colleague. Okay. Why is she only directing this at me? And you definitely just shot straight to the top of her shit list. My condolences. I think you've had enough fun, Belle. Could you show us to the terminal room now? Of course, follow me. The terminal room is down on floor B5. Shall we board the elevator then? She's a real piece of work. I promise she's not a bad person. It's just, I sometimes can't be sure if she's being overbearing or overly enthusiastic, or both. She and her old man sure make quite the intense duo, don't they? I suppose that is to be expected for the family that owns the famous International Bank of Crossbell. Really, honestly, thought you should be like, Randy? What the hell was that about? Why are we not getting any conversations about the bus throwing, as it were? What the hell are you doing, Randy?